Hi guys, today I will be sharing how to make Hopia Hapon. This dough I actually get from Runaway Rice. It's actually mooncake dough, but this really works well with Hopia Hapon. So for the ingredients, we need 2 egg yolks, 4 tablespoons of peanut oil, but I'm using vegetable oil, 2/3 cup of maple syrup or pancake syrup, half a cup of cake flour, and 2 cups of plain flour. To begin, we're gonna combine the cake flour and the plain flour. Give it a mix. And then we're gonna combine all the liquid ingredients. So add the egg yolks, the oil into the maple syrup. Using a fork, give it a whisk until they are well combined. And then it's just a matter of combining the dry ingredients into the liquid ingredients. We're gonna give this a mix until they come together. At this point, I will use my hands to lightly knead the dough. And then I'm gonna put this into a Ziploc bag or cling wrap and let this rest in the fridge for about 30 minutes. So this is red bean paste. I have a separate video on how to make this. I'll put the link below in the description box. So I get about half a tablespoon or 15 to 16 grams of the red bean paste and then form it into a ball. So after 30 minutes, the dough is ready. So I'm gonna get about 20 grams of the dough and form it into a ball as well. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now I'm gonna talk about the mooncake mold that I'm using. I got this mooncake mold from banggood.com. They are a very reliable company that ships internationally. So if you want to purchase this, I'm gonna put the link in the description box below. So I'm using a rose stamp. So I'm rolling the dough. And then I'm gonna add the red bean paste in the center and fully enclose it with the dough. And then using your hand, just slightly rub it against your hand so it smoothens up. It doesn't need to be perfect. If it's cracking, just pinch it together. Now get the smoothest side and that will be the top part. And now press it. I'm trying to make it not too thick so it's easier to cook. Now using a skewer or a toothpick, just prick some hole at the bottom, just like this. And then just slowly take the hopia out of the... At this point, preheat the oven at 180 degrees Celsius. And then make sure when you put the dough into the mold, press it really hard against the stamp so it gets the impression. And this is what it looks like. Now we're gonna bake this in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, we're gonna take it out. After 10 minutes, this is what it looks like. Now we're gonna let this rest for about 15 minutes. And while it is resting, I'm gonna brush this with water. If you have a spray bottle, that's the best way to use. But I don't have one, so I'm just dipping my brush into the water, but I'm taking the excess water out because we don't want to drench this with water. The reason why we're doing this is we don't want our dough to crack while it is baking. So now we're gonna prepare the egg wash. I got the recipe from Runaway Rice as well. So that's 2 egg yolks, 2 teaspoons of water, and 1 teaspoon of oil. She uses sesame oil, but I'm using vegetable oil. Using a knife, we're just gonna beat this together. And then we're just gonna brush the Hopia Hapon with the egg wash. Now your oven should be preheated at 200 degrees Celsius, but at this point. And then we will bake this for about 10 to 12 minutes or until the top is golden brown. And this is what it looks like after baking now. The hard part about this is you cannot eat it the day you bake it because the texture at this point is very crunchy. It's not soft, so we have to wait overnight before we could consume it. So at this point, we're gonna let this cool down here and then transfer it into a container with a lid. And then we will let this rest overnight. The color will get better and the texture will get better as it sits overnight. I also made different designs or using a different stamps. And this is what it looks like after resting overnight. As you can see, the color improves a lot better and the texture is so much better. I hope you give this a try and go visit banggood.com so you can have a look on any baking supplies that you might need. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again next week to show you what it looks like inside. Bye!